Alright, technique 1, the Akasha Quick Seal activation. The purpose of the Akasha Quick Seal activation is a progression from Maharic Seal techniques through which the accumulating benefits and properties of working with the Maharic Seal are strengthened, amplified and developed further. Regular use of general Maharic Seal techniques fulfills the following aspects of biospiritual development. The list will be read in a moment. Consistent use of the Akasha Quick Seal technique strengthens, amplifies, expedites and reinforces all of these Maharic Seal aspects as it generates access to frequencies of the ki rashe, primal light and sound field currents of dimensions 13, 14 and 15, which should include ki rashe and kunda ray, which is where the primal light and sound field currents exist, via activation of the Akasha Echo Code mathematical program. The Akasha Quick Seal technique is also used to create and strengthen a dedicated line of frequency for development of clear communication between the D12 personal divine blueprint Christos avatar identity, the density 5 personal Rishi identity, and the 3D self. The Akasha sealed dedicated line provides intensified protection and amplified bioenergetic field strength in terms of multidimensional contact, shadow healing, and Akasha Merkaba activation technologies. The Akasha Quick Seal activation technique is also used as a preliminary and prerequisite technique prior to more advanced technologies of shadow healing, Amareya flame activation and contact. Biospiritual development generated through Maharic Seal and amplified by Akasha Quick Seal techniques. It begins the process of activating the 8th through the 12th chakras, Kathara centers and DNA strand templates of the personal anatomy to initiate and expedite personal soul, oversoul and Christos avatar identity integration. The technique assists the opening of natural crystal seals in the body that regulate DNA template activation, consciousness expansion and spiritual identity integration to expedite the natural process of conscious evolution. The technique also opens the natural planetary biofeed interface system within the personal body, enabling the body vehicle to become a truly effective tool for lasting, Christic divine blueprint planetary grid and sacred site work. It triggers DNA template activations that progressively and automatically initiate sequential activation of the full Akasha Christos Merkaba vehicle phases. Enables spiritual energy healers to transmit 12D frequency subharmonics, providing more powerful, longer lasting and often permanent healing facilitation while transmuting and clearing personal and client bioenergetic field distortions. The seals protect users from disharmonic energies associated with channeling, energy healing, astral projection, and buffers most types of detrimental bioenergetic field infiltration, attachment and implantation, such as psychotronics, astral implants, possession, etc. And I stress at this point that this remark is being made with consistent and accumulated development of the frequency held in the shield. You can't do this for a month and expect to be impregnable to a D11.5 avatar, just to make that clear. It amplifies the results of spiritually focused activities, meditation, prayer, yoga and so on, harmonizes personal and environmental energies, creates morphogenetic repatterning, clearing karmic miasmic imprints which otherwise block DNA activation, and expedites attainment of true consciousness expansion and full embodiment of the personal and universal Christos principle. Realigns, revitalizes, and regenerates all aspects of the physical and subtle body systems. Triggers activation of 11th and 12th strand subharmonics in every DNA strand, which assists correction of DNA template code reversals and the effect, where possible, and the effects of interaction with other code reverse partners, which is relating to or hinting at the use of the Maharic seal before undertaking intimate relationships with anybody, however long they've known them. And if you don't, you may suffer consequences of code reversal. That's what it's saying. Prepares and equips practitioners to receive and hold the increasing flow of higher frequency energies flowing into the planetary grids and personal morphogenetic fields arising from the intensifying stellar activation cycle now underway and through 2017. I've been asked to read this, so I will. You may use Technique 1, the Akashic Quick Seal activation, to begin using the Shadow Healing Amareya Flame and Contact techniques contained in this Dance for Love supplement. However, if you have not yet worked with the Maharic Seal and Vector Code induction technologies of the Dance for Life program, preliminary use of the following 3 preparatory steps is strongly recommended before initiating use of the Akashic Quick Seal activation technique.
Marata Mueva, 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 Kira Sheisha, 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 Kusha Deja, 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 Dadru Asia, 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 Ra Eka, 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 Uma etre ina e, 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 Uma etre ina e.
Just refer to what we call a teardrop shape, which is the outline of the Akasha on the cover of your manual. So there's no point in asking you to incorporate the Ru shape because you won't be able to hold the frequency anyway, if you haven't already spent time making the progression from the Hierophant 6.12.24 starting. So for people who haven't worked with the full Akasha technique, then if you can intend or visualize what we call the teardrop, and inside of the teardrop you will be seeing whatever you can manage to see, or otherwise intend there to be a 12 or a 24-point star. Okay, 24-point star is preferable, 12 or 24 will work. So when I refer to the Hierophant, people who are working still with stars are seeing a star inside of the teardrop, and people who are accustomed to working with the ruche at the center of the Akasha just do as you would normally do. All right? So with that in mind, we'll begin.
Uma e tre ina e. 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 Uma e tre ina e.
Now, the people who have not yet used the Akasha activation may hear may not be familiar with the tone, the Akasha song tone, which is the ancient Anahazi language. And there is a tone that is used, and I will repeat it initially 2 or 3 times so that those people not familiar with hearing it can hear it from me through the mic and everybody else in the room who does know it. All right? So just as usual, to get yourself comfortable, have a wriggle in your seat and begin to bring your attention to your breathing rhythm. And the general intention at this point is to reduce your breathing rate, if you can, to something like 50% of what you call normal. Just take a few seconds just trying to regulate and slow your breathing rate. And whilst you're concentrating on doing that with your breathing rate, imagine or visualize the Akasha Hierophant at the center of your brain, the pineal gland. And it is appropriate for everyone to visualize the Hierophant surrounded by a pale blue sphere of light. This pale blue sphere containing the Akasha Hierophant is called the Akasha sphere, and it serves as a buffer for your body's readiness to accept the frequencies associated with the Akasha code. The sphere holds the energy for you until your body can handle and assimilate the energy. Your body, DNA template and shields will automatically draw the appropriate amount of Akasha code frequency from the blue sphere as needed. So begin by toning the Akasha song 3 times. Uma e tre ina e. Akasha. Uma e tre ina e. Akasha. Uma e tre ina e. Akasha. Now inhale using the breath to energetically grab the pale blue Akasha sphere located at the pineal gland, and on the exhale use the breath to push the sphere all the way down to Earth's core. And again tone the Akasha song 3 times. Before the next inhale, repeat the Akasha song 3 times more. Use the inhale to draw the Akasha sphere up to your personal Maharic shield 12 inches below your feet. And exhale, watching the Akasha sphere become a pale silver blue sphere that expands outward to form a large sphere. Whilst toning the Akasha song 3 times, imagine that your Maharic shield pops out as a pale silver disc about 4 feet in diameter, surrounded by a coating or aura of pale blue light, with the Akasha Hierophant at its center. So tone the Akasha song 3 times, and imagine your Maharic shield popping out as a pale silver disc about 4 feet in diameter, surrounded by a coating of pale blue light, with the Akasha Hierophant symbol at the center. Bring your attention to the center of your Maharic shield 12 inches below your feet, and tone the Akasha song 3 times. Now inhale, using the breath to draw the Akasha Hierophant symbol without the pale blue sphere from the Maharic shield center up into the heart chakra. Just hold briefly and then exhale, using the breath to expand the frequencies of the Akasha code from the Hierophant into the heart chakra, and then softly tone the Akasha song 3 times. Before inhaling, tone the Akasha song 3 times more. Now use the next in-breath to grab the Akasha Hierophant at the heart chakra, latch onto it energetically, and use the exhale to push the Akasha up into the 14th chakra, 36 inches above the head. And when you've done, tone the Akasha song 3 more times, while imagining the Akasha Hierophant spinning in a clockwise direction in the 14th chakra, 3 feet above your head. And clockwise is so, going from left to right. So tone the song 3 times while imagining or visualizing the Akasha Hierophant spinning clockwise in chakra 14, 36 inches above your head. Now, move your attention to your Maharic shield 12 inches below your feet. Take 2 or 3 just relaxing breaths, easy breaths. And when you're ready, inhale deeply, using the breath to pull pale silver and blue energy up from your Maharic shield to chakra 14, 36 inches above your head, pulling your Maharic seal pillar upward and latching it onto your 14th chakra at the same time. So very deep in-breath, pull pale silver and blue energy up from your Maharic shield to chakra 14 and pull your pillar upward and latch it also onto chakra 14. This procedure activates your temporary Maharic seal pillar, amplifying its intensity and strength with the ki rashe frequencies of the Akasha Code. Now envision the 4-inch diameter pale silver cord of Maharic light that would normally come up with activation of your Maharic seal pillar, and focus on chakra 13 at Earth's core. Inhale using the breath to draw the Maharic cord of pale silver energy up into the body and to the heart chakra center, expanding the pale silver energy to form a pale silver Maharic sphere of D12 frequency within your heart center. On the exhale, use the breath to send your attention downward to chakra 13 at Earth's core. Inhale once more, using the breath to bring another load of Maharic frequency up from the planetary shields to the heart center, expanding it into the pale silver Maharic sphere. Now repeat this inhale, exhale, up, down, Maharic energizing breath several times, noticing that the Maharic cord grows larger with each breath, expanding initially from 4 to 6 to 8 inches. Continue the inhale, exhale, up, down, energizing breath, as the cord progressively expands outward to form a skin around and within every cell of your body. As you do this, the Maharic energizing breath is loading your astral field, your default astral field, with Maharic frequency. Now bring your attention to the pale silver Maharic sphere you have created in your heart chakra. On the inhale, use the breath to move the Maharic sphere up to meet the Akasha Hierophant at the 14th chakra, 36 inches above your head. And as you do, try to sense a sheath of Akasha Code charged pale silver Maharic frequency encasing your D1 etheric body, radiating from within the body to about 1 inch above the skin. This pale silver Maharic crystal skin charges and saturates your etheric body with Akasha Code amplified D12 Maharic frequency subharmonics. Just try to sense and experience directly the peacefulness and all-knowing nature of this frequency. And now for the 3 final breaths. Begin by toning the Akasha song 3 times. Draw a deep breath, and on the exhale, expand the Maharic sheath crystal skin further outward around your body and into your auric field. Repeat the Akasha tones 3 more times when you've done that. And as you do this, the pale silver Maharic sheath crystal skin begins to assume the teardrop shape of the Akasha. Repeat the song once more whilst you continue to develop and build the teardrop shape of the Akasha in your auric field. Inhale and exhale deeply. See or feel the pale silver Akasha teardrop expand fully outward into your auric field, its top point anchored in the 14th chakra 36 inches above your head, its bottom embracing chakra 13 at Earth's core below your feet. Repeat the Akasha song tones once more. Akasha, Uma Etre Ina Akasha, Uma Etre Ina Akasha. Inhale, and on the final exhale, expand the pale silver Akasha crystal skin Maharic sheath out into the universe as far as you can. And then tone the Akasha song quietly for the final time. Uma Etre Ina Akasha, Uma Etre Ina Akasha, Uma Etre Ina Akasha. Maharata Kumbai vectors as a tenure to enable Kayun Iblium by vectai. Maha by vectai un ore on amor. Iste ante iste traja era. Patate uma Ashelom Taeja Ente Doe Shaddai Urea Kuntan Akuntan Shaddai Urea Kuntan Akuntan Shaddai